Jamie Costello. He announced on social media that he never thought he'd be that guy. But police say that guy gunned down his girlfriend in Baltimore on Saturday, drove to Columbia, where he also shot and killed his ex-wife before taking his own life. Today, police have identified some of the people involved in this. WMAR2 News' Jeff Hager has more on these tragic events. Jeff.
Reportedly saying he would never go to jail, the gunman followed up one murder with another murder before taking his own life. Police say 44-year-old Raji Sharif Black kicked in a door to gain entry into his unidentified girlfriend's home here on Marshall Street in Baltimore's Federal Hill around 1:30 Saturday afternoon, and then gunned her down in cold blood.
Again, we're talking about an instance where someone simply just can't resolve a domestic conflict in a better way. And we have to get to a point where we're all holding people accountable that we know, that we can move on in our lives. People can move on in their lives, and you should not be able to take their life away.
But Black wasn't finished just yet. Police say he then drove to the house of his ex-wife, 42-year-old Wendy Natalie Black, in Columbia, and announcing his intention to kill her as well as killing himself on social media. Seconds later, he did just that, a matter of minutes before Baltimore police called their counterparts in Howard County to try to warn them that he'd be heading their way.
Howard County Police were called to the 7300 block of Edenbrook Drive here in Columbia just after 2 o'clock today. The call came in that shots had been fired in the area. When our officers arrived, they found 2 people deceased in the vestibule of an apartment building here in the area.
We have also learned that Black had his 2 young children in his car when he drove to Howard County. Fortunately, they did not witness any of the violence. Police discovered them in a car in the parking lot outside where he claimed the second life and then took his own. Reporting in Howard County, Jeff Hager, WMAR2 News.
Man killed girlfriend, ex-wife, and murder-suicide in Maryland, police say. Police in 2 Maryland jurisdictions are investigating a suspected murder-suicide after they say a man killed his girlfriend, his ex-wife, and then himself. Howard County Police responded to the 7300 block of Edenbrook Drive in Columbia for reports of a gunfire just after 2 p.m., a spokesperson said at a press conference Saturday evening. Officers found the bodies of 2 adults who had been shot, a man who they believe to be the suspect, and a woman who they believe was the man's ex-wife, in the vestibule of an apartment building, police said. We believe that the suspect came to the area, sought out the female victim, shot and killed her, and then shot and killed himself, the spokesperson said. The names of the deceased will be provided after police notified the family members. They were both in their early 40s. According to police, authorities believe the suspect went to Howard County shortly after committing another domestic homicide earlier Saturday in Baltimore around 1:37 p.m. The Baltimore Police Department said officers responded to the 1500 block of Marshall Street for a report of an alarm where they noticed signs of forced entry into the home. Inside, they found an unresponsive 41-year-old woman, believed to be the suspect's girlfriend, suffering from gunshot wounds. She was pronounced dead on the scene. According to the Howard County Police spokesperson, police in Baltimore aware of a video posted on social media in which the suspect stated his intention to go to Howard County. The video, or if the suspect made threats, were not provided. By the time the Howard County Police Department learned about the video, the suspect and the second victim were already dead, the spokesperson said. It really is. But there's more to this story. Just to say. Because it's just what really happened. We're going to get into that. Okay? Because the news is not telling the whole story. It really isn't. So we're about to dig deeper. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So here's what happened, right? Baltimore antithesis shot his pregnant ex-girlfriend in the head, confessed to on Facebook Live, then murdered his wife and shot himself on Saturday in a horrifying double murder-suicide that came after years of custody battles. Rajay Black, 44, was a nurse practitioner and anesthetist in Baltimore, Maryland, but was fired earlier this year amid a workplace dispute. On Saturday, he took to Facebook Live to announce that he had just murdered Tara Labang, his 41-year-old girlfriend, and that his wife was next. I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head. Felt like a dream. I never thought I would be that guy. I can't go to prison, so the person that really started was my ex-wife. Okay? So he went off and, basically murdered her. He panned the camera to the front porch where she could have been seen opening the door and closing it quickly, and then he marched into the home. Just before the video ended, he could be heard saying, police found their bodies in the house. Short time afterwards, their children were found safe and well inside his gray SUV outside the home. It's unclear how old they are. He's believed to have put the kids in the car first before killing his ex-wife. In his rant, Ray J claimed that he had custody battles with one of the women. Baltimore Sun cites court records that show a pattern of domestic abuse allegations and custody disputes between him and his ex-wife, but it is unclear if there's any such trail for Tara. Okay. So this was his ex-girlfriend. Okay. My thing is this, okay, you already were divorced, right? And that's the thing, when you get divorced, you got to make sure to not make the same mistake twice. Okay? That's the thing. I mean, yeah, you want to go, you're lonely, you want to be with somebody else, but there's issues you have to fix first so you don't make the same mistake twice. And he ended up doing that. Okay. Now, he just wanted to go to court, went through court battles, claims that there was false allegations of him harming his kids, and that's what made him snap. And then his second wife his girlfriend, the second chick he got with, was claiming to do the same thing. So there may be there's something wrong with his story with him. What is the truth here? What is the truth here? His ex-wife and his ex-girlfriend were both nurses. He complained earlier this year that he had been fired, claiming the University of Maryland medical system terminated him unfairly after he blew the whistle on a doctor who was stashing drugs in his locker. Why would the doctor be stashing drugs in your locker? This isn't sounding right at all. It's kind of sounding like it's everybody's fault but him. He claimed that after that, no one wanted to work with him, and says he had no choice but then to risk his life by working as a nurse in a COVID-19 pandemic in New York City. Tower worked with Rajay at the University of Maryland Capital Region Health, at least for a period. We are deeply saddened by the tragic incident surrounding the death of a team member who cared for patients in our hospital under a contract with a medical provider. We extend heartfelt condolences to the family and are offering grief counseling to her colleagues, spokesman said about her death. Wednesday worked as a nurse at Howard County General Hospital as a nurse anesthetist. It remains unclear how many children she had with Black or how old they are now. Yeah, man. This is there's a lot of holes in this story. It's tragic. It is tragic. But hopefully they can fill in the gaps on what has happened. All right. That's all I can say for now. All right. Tell me what you think about this story. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later.